So listen here, we got a lot of Latino activity going on, man. You know, Donald Trump got ICE and got the Marines and got the National Guard doing raids on Latino people and well, really all people that's here undocumented. Let's say that. But for some reason, the Latino people think that they should disrespect black people because of what? We don't got nothing to do with that, period. We don't have nothing to do with what Trump is doing, what his administration is doing, and all that. They calling us out our name on all the platforms, saying we supposed to be protesting with them. First of all, I gotta work. I got my own business to run. I have to run my business, so I'm not protesting with nobody about nothing. If it don't have nothing to do with black stuff or with my family or my kids or my friends, I'm not engaging in that anyway. That's against the law. What do I need to go out there and put myself in harm's way? And they done deployed the National Guard and the Marines, the sheriffs, the police, the school police. Everybody is out here for a reason. They done put what do you call it? Curfews in place, like just so you can get scooped up. You know, something came across my desk and it said that we laughing, but Donald Trump is gonna deport us next. First of all, we ain't laughing at nothing. And was you laughing when we was trying to come to Wingstop, Burger King, McDonald's, or whatever establishment y'all own to get a job and y'all didn't hire us? Y'all never called us back. Was y'all laughing when y'all did that? Was y'all laughing when y'all come to work on our house, but I never seen a black man working on a Mexican's house? Was y'all laughing about that? Donald Trump also stated that truck drivers need to speak English. And I wonder why he said that. Because he want more American people to be driving trucks. You know, people is drowning out these industries and they making it hard for real Americans and black people to get jobs at these certain companies. Like if you go into Wingstop, Chipotle, Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, all the popular food, KFC, all the popular food chains, and you'll notice that it's Latinos working, there's no black people working there. I'm gonna give you an example. I was downtown by USC, and it's a wing stop right by USC next to like where the food row is on Figueroa. And every time I go down there, I go to Motiva. It's a juice place where I get fresh juice. So I always see, if I see a homeless person outside, I always take them inside and, buy them something to eat. I'm blessed, so I bless somebody else. This particular time I went in there and I was buying a lady something to eat, and I looked at the Mexican dude. I looked at all the Mexicans in there. I said, bro, ain't no black people working here? Because I counted like 16 people working in there, 16 Latino people. I said, well, no black people work? He said, nah. I said, man, call the manager over here. So he called the manager over, a little short Latina Hispanic lady. I said, how come ain't no black people working here? She said, because they don't apply for the job. I said, don't say that again. I said, don't ever say that again. That's the problem that black people got, because we spreading that narrative that's not, black people won't work at that job. When you broke and you about to have to sleep on the ground and you about to get evicted, you're going to work anywhere for some money. So I told that lady, I said, don't stop saying that. I said, you not hiring black people. You putting your people in there, and everybody knows this. I got fired from DirecTV for the same thing. When I first started being a DirecTV installer for this company, it was 53 people. Two of us was black, one was Belizean. The Belizean dude said, as soon as I got hired, he said, bro, don't plan on being here long because they getting rid of black people and they replacing them with Mexicans. So, Lord and behold, I worked there for about maybe 2 months. I called in my day off to get my schedule for to see what installs I got for next month. And she said, oh, yeah, Chris, I meant to tell you we no longer need your services. I said, what? So she tells me the story, how I put this direct TV dish on this lady's house wrong. I said, nah. I said, I don't believe that. I said, that lady got up on the ladder with me and told me exactly, pointed and touched the place exactly where she wanted this thing on the roof. She got up on the ladder and put her finger on the spot on her roof where she wanted that dish to sit at. I put it exactly where she told. So what I did was I doubled back because me and the lady was cool. I said, ma'am, I just got fired from DirecTV. And they said the reason why I got fired is because you called and complained that I put the dish on the house the wrong way. She said, no, I didn't. She said, I gave you a 5-star review. She said, I loved how you do that. She said, you gave me total control of where I put my dish. She said, I'll call them right now. I said, no, don't worry about it. But that's when I knew how lethal and the way Hispanic, Latino people operated. So I called the lady back. I said, I just went over to the lady's house, and she said, you're not telling the truth. So I said, you want to run that story again? She was like, oh, well, that's what I thought. Maybe it was so. I'm not sorry. I said, it ain't no maybe somebody else. I said, like, when I first got hired there, my Belizean partner told me, the Belizean dude told me, he said, don't plan on being here long because she replacing all black people with Hispanics. So with that being said, those are my two stories. And I love Hispanic people. I grew up with them. My best friend was Hispanic. Oh, one more case. When I was a young boy, about 13 or 14, my best friend was a Mexican. His mom invited me over for dinner. So after dinner, she said my buddy had to wash the dishes. He'll be out soon. He said, wait for me. He said, stay outside. I'll be outside. So I waited for him. He came out looking all sad and looked like he was about to bust into tears. And I said, what happened, bro? He said, man, my mom just bent the fork up and broke the plate and threw it in the trash that you ate on. So me being 13 or 14, it didn't even bother me now. But now I understand what it was. So you guys have a track record of having a problem with black people. And I don't really care because I make my own money. I don't rely on y'all for nothing. I don't, I follow the same suit that you guys do, man. I love all people. I'm not, if you got a problem with me, then I got a problem with you. That's just how I live my life out. I don't get into X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. But, all these is true stories. And then somebody made a comment and said, the Mexicans helped us out of slavery. I said, nah, I don't believe that. Because right now it's like they saying that they let us come into Mexico and gave us refuge in Mexico. I said, man, I know 2 Dominican chicks right now that left Dominican Republic and went through Mexico, and now they in Philadelphia. So that's not helping. That's just your country was open, and it let us go through there or whatever. But also we helped y'all fight the war. So how did y'all help us out of slavery? Help is like basically what the Democrats was doing when they gave, they was giving the illegal immigrants food stamps, shelter, and money, and they won't even give me no money. And I'm American, and I pay into this country. I pay my taxes into this country. So I really don't know, man. It's kind of iffy thing that's going on. I hate the way things is going down because I don't believe in separating kids from their families, from their mom and dad and stuff like that. But, the outlook that people having on black people, like what we supposed to do? Like what we supposed to do? Go out there and get maced and get put in jail? We done had enough of jail. We've been messed over all our lives, and we not up for it, man. We didn't ask nobody to join the black movement. We've been doing it by ourselves all this time. We've been suffering from everywhere, so we didn't ask that. But if you're getting any value from this video, please like, follow, and subscribe. Like, follow, and subscribe. This video is not to to offend nobody, but I just had to give my opinion because I'm seeing a whole lot of stuff being said brutal about us, bro. Like I never seen this type of the stuff is really coming out now. Like, you know, people wondering how people feel about it, but it's really coming out right now about us. So I have to defend what I stand for, what I believe in. But please like, follow, and subscribe if you get any value from this video. And I appreciate if you like the video. That helps the video go around in the YouTube atmosphere, and it really sheds a lot of light, you know, and let people see what's going on, see if they might want to like it, they might want to dislike it, you know. I'm quite sure some people going to dislike it, but it's everything I said was straight facts, you know, and I just feel like, you know, we people, we here, and we need to fight our own fight. We got our own stuff to look at. We can't jump in nobody else's situations. We need to figure out what we got to do. You know, peace. Thanks for watching.